Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Megan here. I'm gonna make a new segment. It's not really a new segment. I've been doing it before, but it wasn't really like official. Where I'm a big believer in stories. You know, I believe that stories inspire. Stories give additional information. Stories help destroy bodybuilding myths. So you guys know me. I like asking a lot of questions. I believe that the secret to knowledge is asking questions. The secret to life is asking questions. You know, you can never ask too many questions. I question everything. And when I see people in the gym, I told you guys, if I see somebody with a remarkable physique, I will always ask them what they're eating and what they're doing and things like that. And I have, like, at home, I have this huge database of like countless people that I've spoken with over the years, even when I wasn't bodybuilding. And I wrote down that you know, everyone has their own little philosophy on training. So I wrote down all the philosophies on training, how they got big, you know, a lot of it. And then at the end, I look at everything and I compare. I look for common threads. So I look at my list of people that have big chests, and I look for what they all did that was, you know, that they had in common. Because a lot of times people do different things, you know. But also a lot of times you notice that there's a lot of similarities. And that's the secret. That's what I always go for. I have a database full of people for each body part. People with big lats, people with big this, big that. And at the end, I look for what they all had in common. And it's a good indicator of what works, you know. And I combine that with also scientific studies and things like that. So I'm like the best of both worlds. I mix both science and science to get the optimal results and to find out what works for me. So I've decided that these stories might help a lot of you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make segments where I'll tell you different stories that I heard from different people, how they got the physique, and a lot of you guys might relate to it. You might be like, oh man, you know what, I heard that from a guy too. You know what, if two different people are saying the same thing, let me give it a try, you know. So it's just for you guys to keep an open mind, and hopefully that's going to help you I don't know, answer a lot of questions that you had and couldn't figure out, you know, the answers to, like fair lag and body parts you were trying to bring up and things like that. So like I said, I'm just gonna tell you guys what these guys told me. It won't be seen as me giving you guys advice. It's just me showing you guys what you guys said and what it did for the physique. Obviously, a lot of times people attribute the wrong thing to their gains. People that have big chests might blame it on something else. You know, like I said, we don't have time to go into the technicalities. This is just broad information, and it's up to you to filter out and use common sense to figure out, you know what, I think, you know, I'm going to follow these guys' advice and that. So I'm going to give you stories about people I met that went in prison, people that you know, regular guys, you know, whatever, and you draw your own conclusion. All right, guys, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to call it story time something. I don't know, we'll see. Help me come out with a good name for that. I'm not a good marketer. All right, guys, Team Greedy Alpha, dominate.